Welcome to the State of the Olmsted Parks. This is our 2019 review, in addition to our annual report, which can be found online, and you can download that and follow along. My name is Stephanie Crockett. I'm the Executive Director of the Buffalo Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and I'm going to give you just a little bit of a show and tell, just a really quick review of where we are for the year. And in addition to that, just give you a little insight into what our roles and responsibilities are as the nonprofit that is caring for these public assets. So I'll begin with just a quick use of 3 words. And these words are just easier to keep in mind as I go through this report. But those 3 words are maintenance, restoration, and collaboration. And those 3 words really do embody a lot of what we are doing in our nonprofit work in tangent with our mission. So let's get started. So let's get started with the 2020 State of the Olmsted Parks, which is a review of the 2019 accomplishments for the year. In the annual report, which you can find online, there will be 3 major sections. The first is our annual financial report, the 2019 year in review, and then highlights that we're seeing already in 2020. Financially, this is where we are at a glance with a comparison between 2016 through 2019. And we saw increases in government support with our new 12-year city partnership agreement for the maintenance of the Olmsted Parks. There was also an uptick in public support, which we appreciate very, very much. And there was also an uptick in what we consider other, which is a release from restriction of support for ongoing projects. Our expenses in comparison as well across the span of years, we continue to see modest increase to expenses as anticipated. But we also saw, if you can see by the purple in 2018, which if you can note was our 150th anniversary year for the Olmsted Parks, we did see a bit more of financial investment during that year, which is why you see that spike, but everything for 2019 is back to normal. And then in review with some new beginnings. So we had 2 major accomplishments in 2019, which really helped set a new foundation for our organization going forward. That was a 12-year partnership agreement with the City of Buffalo that we renewed. That partnership has been going strong since about 2004, but we have 12 new years committed, which is fantastic. We also saw a $3 million grant award come from the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation to help us in the areas of some research, to support some of our operations, and to get some of our capital projects underway. The year in review, as well as with some of those park projects, we had many that were happening throughout the entire park system, which, as you know, is 6 major parks, 7 parkways, and 8 circles. But 2 of our most fun activities that we did this year in projects was we did some goatscaping in South Park in the removal of invasive species, and we also did a community build of a brand new playground that has universal components for people of all abilities at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. And in 2019, we had our traditional fundraising events of the Spring into Summer Luncheon, as well as the Frederick Law Olmsted Gala. And this year, the Spring into Summer Luncheon had a fantastic committee that worked to honor our Community Partner of the Year, which was the Buffalo and Erie County Botanical Gardens, as well as our Volunteer of the Year, Ms. Paula Hines, who is a dynamic leader and important partner with the Friends of the Japanese Garden. And then for the gala co-chairs in 2019 were Jake and Katie Schneider and Peter Scarcello, as well as his sister Suzanne Schatzel. They did a fantastic job with our gala, where we honored Linda Pellegrino, and it was just a wonderful evening with fireworks and a really wonderful representation of how beautiful Cazenovia Park is. And those were our fundraising events that were very successful in 2019. And then to capstone everything, we are following a master plan for the parks and our restoration efforts. And the 5-year plan received a 5-year update, and that happened in June of 2019 when it was presented to the public and then ratified by our board of directors. And this 5-year plan is going to help us in a priority of projects put forth our effort through 2024 so that we can bring more projects, more maintenance, more restoration out there for the community and all of the neighborhoods that are serviced by the Olmsted parks. We also saw a great deal of community engagement. These are 2 pictures of some fun times that were had, but really we did activities in every single one of the parks, and in the annual report you will see an entire calendar of fun things that we did throughout the year to try to keep the community engaged and aware of the many services that we provide in the community and for the city. And as we are already in 2020, which is proving to be, a really challenging year for so many, we're seeing that our parks, this wonderful set of green assets in our city, is truly unique. It's critical, it's vital. So many people are relying on our parks more than ever. And so we're already seeing some fun. We're trying to keep it a bit light. We know that how much the parks are already being used. So we're trying to take things a bit more virtually with some tours online. We've introduced with the Buffalo Maritime Center the Float Me and Go paddle boats, which have been a really exciting and fun opportunity this summer. And of course, we will continue to have our 2 fundraisers and hope that you will continue to support us through those virtual efforts. So thank you for your time and support. We really appreciate the difference that all of our donors and all of our park users are helping us to make for the community in general. We want to thank the City of Buffalo as a partner. We're all in this together. We're all trying to make the most of these wonderful green assets in the City of Buffalo with the nation's first urban park system that we have as our claim to fame. So thank you, and again, download the annual report, take a look, and thank you for making 2019 such a tremendous year.